Instead of swigging vegetables like Gen Z, this time I went for a foraging walk. I did not realize about foraging until I went for one last week. Foraging is depending on food produced by nature like edible plants and animals. I found out about plant foraging when I was spending my summer holidays in a small village in Shimoga. There was no TV or internet back then. It was the only form of entertainment for me. Going out for plant foraging with my grandma and collecting basket full of unknown leaves. This was a routine for her. We would come back home and make plans to what to cook for dinner with these green leaves called soppu in Kannada. Kake soppin tamli, nugge soppin vadpe, vandelugu chutney and the list goes on. Foraging was a part of daily activity for many before. In fact, people have been going out to collect edible plants for cooking or medical purposes for ages. It is more of a natural process depending on the seasonal fruits and vegetables available. From Bengaluru to the borders of Karnataka, people use these edible plants collected from foraging for making delicacies. Each culture and geography has its own local food. People went for foraging and cooked whatever was available during the season, which helped them stay healthy. But now the vegetables are available throughout the year. The kitchens of Karnataka or India for that matter is replaced with sauce, instant or packaged food, which is leading to lifestyle diseases. Let's see what the author of Chasing Soppu, Harini Nagendra, thinks about this changing lifestyle of urban cities.
If you go back to, for instance, Siddha Vaidya or Ayurveda or homeopathy, the first thing they will tell you is to get better, eat seasonal vegetables. And you're right, sometimes I forget what is seasonable. When are you supposed to get sautekai, when are you supposed to get bendekai, when are you supposed to get chow chow, unless you're growing it. So I actually started growing some stuff in my garden to try and understand what the seasonality of these are. And this is a problem because climate change is already shifting our seasons. But if you want to grow everything every time of the year, then your pollination cycles change. You have to give so many artificial inputs of fertilizer, pesticide. That can't be healthy for you. And as a lifestyle, it's not a healthy lifestyle for us. Because again, it's the thing of knowing how the land works. And the land works in rhythms with seasons. So we need to get that connection back.
Anniyamma, a resident of Bengaluru, talks about her expertise with these edible plants. She goes foraging for soppu in and around Lalbagh. These plants are usually available in the sidewalks of the lakes and parks that are useful for both consumption, medical purposes and for cultural practices.
ನನಗೆ ಮಗುವಾಗಿ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಬಂದಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಸೊಪ್ಪು ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು, ಅದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು, ತಿನ್ಬೋದು, ಅದು ತಿನ್ನು ಅಂತ. ಮಂಡಿ ನೋವು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು, ಕಣ್ಣು ನೋವು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು, ಮೈ ಬಾಡಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಬ್ಲಡ್ಡು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮನೇಲಿ ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೆಮ್ಮದಿಯಾಗಿ ಊಟ ಮಾಡು, ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಹೊತ್ತು ಹೋಟ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಊಟ ಮಾಡು, ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
As urbanization paved its way, localities started adopting to the hybrid culture. Bengaluru was a hub for foraging plants and selling them in the local markets. Now people can hardly recognize these edible plants.
ಸೊಪ್ಪು ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಕೆಲವು ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳ ಕಡೆ ಯಾರು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ತರೋ ಒಂದು ಟೈಮೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮೊದಲಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕೆರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಜಾಗಗಳಿತ್ತು. ಆ ಕೆರೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಈಗ ನಶಿಸಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಕೆಲವು ಕಡೆ ಕೆರೆಗಳನ್ನ ಹೊಡೆದು ಸೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕೆರೆಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಿತ್ತರೆ ಅದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ವಿಡಿಸೈಡು ಕಳೆನಾಶಕ ಹೊಡಿತೀವಿ, ಅವು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಅದರದ್ದು ಸಂತತಿನೇ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಸಂತತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಸಂತತಿ ಕೆಲವು ಸತ್ತೋಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸೋದು ರೀತಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
Today, the practice of foraging has decreased and people are losing knowledge of numerous edible plants. Most of us don't know the names of several plants, how they can be used, or the reason behind using them. Many local cuisines are extinct because of the inability to pass on the legacy from one generation to another. As the sun rises every day, the world is moving towards modernization. As globalization took over the country, international cuisines made from ingredients local and easily available in those geographies started taking over our cultural delicacies. It is essential to move with time and adapt to modern changes, but one should not forget their humble beginning. Because most of the time, these unassuming edible plants have shown me the reasons behind what our culture and community teaches us. This is Madhumita and you're watching India Today SoSouth.